Hello guys, this is AngerBurster42 here, back with another Roblox related news video. But before we get started, I will give a couple moments of silence to commemorate the victims of 9/11, since it's been 24 years since the whole attack that killed a couple thousand people and left a lasting impact in the US. Alright, we will now begin. Thank you guys. So, we'll start with Roblox reaching out to Schlep in late August. Basically, Matt Kaufman, after banning Schlep, decided to come around back to Schlep, say, why not have you work with us with safety, despite calling him a vigilante, saying that he violated the rules, banned him off, and threatened him to never come back again, which is absolutely stupid. And this move is a move out of desperation. It's a PR stunt, like Schlep said, and it's only a PR stunt because they could have done this without threatening to sue Schlep. It just is. And not only that, Matt Kaufman reached out, Dave Baszucki brought up Schlepp's name directly on the CNBC interview, which is this thing over here. I will link this down in the description. And speaking of Roblox, they have done a Q&A session yesterday regarding safety initiatives, and there's been quite a few interesting questions, including ones about what they do about cyber criminals, whether or not Schlep's going to be a trusted flagger, what is going to be done about UGC creators being falsely struck down. Sindering, the creator of High School, has pointed out the disconnect between Roblox's tracking and the actual reality that Roblox hasn't, that reports haven't done anything unnoticed, rather, which is the thing that everybody is going nuts about, including myself, because Roblox's data says one thing, but the public record says another, and that's one thing that Ruben Sim has brought up with some kind of podcast episode where Jeff Bezos was bringing something similar up regarding wait times for calls. And then someone said all account detection, and then let me see, scanning and detecting problematic images, hate speech identification, and all this stuff. And it looks like he, kind of gets around to, almost answering the questions. And then they said, they misspelled Schlepp's name. 2 weeks ago, after they banned him, which is kind of funny, but again, they shouldn't. If they would have sent him a trusted flagger invitation and not banned him, I would have had hope restored. But the opposite is occurring because this does not seem genuine. But it changed to classic experiences, and then Nick T responded, planning to review and preserve all experiences with 1,000 or more lifetime visits after September 30th. Basically, lifetime visits as in the entire existence of Roblox, which is something. And then apparently, according to the same guy, users can request the preservation of unrated experiences that no longer have active creators. So that, raised by Nick T, is very interesting. Someone asked about the Middle East chat, and then they said they can't share an estimate, but they're working on an Arabic language moderation. So there's that. And then there's a possibility of, data privacy requests or whatever. And then, online status controls. Yeah, you can privatize that, which is something I have no opinion about it. But those are kind of all the questions I'll go over regarding the whole safety and creator AMA. That was shared by Bloxy News about yesterday. It was shared on the 9th and happened yesterday. I'll paste a link of this as well. And because of all the whole Schlep situation, they have also did a job opening for law enforcement investigation specialist, which is handling deep dive investigations into most serious and dangerous cases that go beyond regular moderation and may include criminal activity, which, doesn't that sound a little familiar? As some people kept joking that they're hiring someone to so-called take the law into their own hands. A vigilante, basically, which is, it's a funny joke if you get the memo of basically Matt Kaufman earlier in August calling Schlep a vigilante in, on the 7th of August. Not by name, but by the indication that Schlep has been the only person banned by this so-called vigilante rule. And now we get into more interesting news. ProtonVPN, a public VPN service provider, has basically brought up the whole situation regarding Schlep a month after it happened, saying, while the state of Louisiana suing Roblox for choosing profits over child safety, vigilantes, which is, according to Roblox's terms, people that have basically took the safety problem to their own hands and reported to the cops. And I'll say this again, take matters into their own hands, not skipping over law enforcement, but straight to law enforcement, which is not a vigilante, by the way, but as pointed out by Cable Kicker, yeah, they're not vigilantes by definition. They're just categorized as one because of Roblox's propaganda wording or whatever. And now we get to MeepCity. Now one of the deadest games on Roblox. And thank goodness for that, right? Last week, the lowest amount of people was about 132. And then it dropped to 111. And then next week comes, the lowest amount of people is now below 100. Not, to be exact, 92 people at 5 in the morning, which, don't ask what I was doing at 5 in the morning, by the way, because it was late. It genuinely was late. I just wanted to find out how many visits it would drop below. I meant active users, because active users is the amount of people actively playing, and visits are like the amount of people who have visited your place in total. But yeah, under 100 people playing MeepCity at 5 in the morning is a sign that MeepCity is basically dead. And thank goodness there was equivalents to Diddy parties, which are MeepCity parties. It was bad. Then there's those inappropriate outfits within the parties. That's the second point. And the third point, outfit, avatar changers, and bios. I was about to say outfit changer, but avatar changers are what I'm looking for. And you'd love to see that, to see it work out in the end regarding the MeepCity issue. Now, MeepCity got struck twice with the player count decrease. It was first one, it actually took down MeepCity, had to take down the party tent because the parties were bad, and then the avatar changer and bios feature both got removed. In the second wave, that didn't even require MeepCity to be struck down, which is surprising, assuming that if you don't do this, we'll take your game down again because you know how bad it is. But one more thing. NitroLord, right? The dude who was talking about diapers and furries and stuff sometime last year. His outfit on Roblox got wiped clean. You can't even see it. Like, you genuinely cannot see his outfits anymore. Which I believe there's a possibility someone might have reported him. Which is, the same way that Fave got his outfit deleted out of nowhere. And stuff. Which, there's a possibility that he might be deleted within the next week. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there's a possibility at this point, considering the fact that his outfits are deleted. Well, not his outfit, but his current outfit, rather. And now we got the petition updates before we carry on to end this video. So, the Matt Coffin petition, basically one signature every other hour. Because, yeah. Look how dead it is. There's like not much traction with this one, but it's at 12,244 right now. Might be one of my last updates regarding this petition, unless it hits a bigger number. But and then I'll show you the other one, because quite frankly, it's insane how these two petitions made it to the top 3 signed signatures regarding Roblox. And the petition to remove Dave Baszucki as CEO, one signature every other minute or every 3 minutes. 280,600 signatures, which is still quite a bit, but there's also still signs of slowing down, which, it's not surprising considering that most of the people who paid attention to the whole Schlep situation has signed it anyway. Although there could be room for growth, it's a matter of how much, rather. So that's all I have for this video. If you guys like it, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notifications. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers somehow, so keep up the support, and I'll see you guys later.